Welcome back. The Jawaharlal Nehru University in Delhi is on the boil again because Najeeb Ahmed, the student pursuing MSc in biotechnology and resident of room number 106 of the Mahi Mandvi hostel went missing on the 15th of October. The charge against the university administration is for 5 days they did nothing about it. Last night, the Registrar, the Vice Chancellor and other members of the administration team of JNU were blockaded in their rooms, not allowed to leave, so much so that the Registrar complained that he couldn't meet his wife for Karwa Chauth. The students say the administration is just trying to exaggerate what actually happened. They say the administration is at fault because they didn't do enough. But the much bigger question, is it okay for students to take law in their hands and start stopping teachers from going back home? Here's the full story from JNU.
An overnight siege at JNU's central administrative block and the top brass of the university were held hostage for over 20 hours.
JNU functions in a democratic manner. We should not resort to any illegal coercive measures such as this, which are done by a section of the agitating students.
JNU turned protest central once again over the disappearance of MSc student Najeeb Ahmed following a brawl with an ABVP student on Saturday. Campus rivalries have soared to boiling point since then.
नजीब के मामले में जो वो गायब हुए हैं उनके मामले में सीक्वेंस ऑफ इवेंट्स को लेते हैं यूनिवर्सिटी का एफआईआर करे।
जेएनयू एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को डेफिनेटली प्रेशराइज किया जाना चाहिए, हम भी कर रहे हैं, पुलिस को प्रेशराइज किया जाना है, वो भी हम कर रहे हैं, लेकिन इस तरह से उनको एब्डक्ट करके कल 4 बजे से उसकी जितनी निंदा किया जाए उतना विद्यार्थी परिषद कम है।
Students continued to chant slogans against the administration even as the Vice Chancellor walked out after a harrowing lockdown on campus.
The Vice Chancellor and other administrative authorities of the university should take a strict stance over the missing student Najeeb Ahmed. Najeeb Ahmed has been missing for over 6 days now and the university has not filed any official complaint, which is a demand these students are making.
Even with posters of the missing student Najeeb Ahmed plastered all across the university, Ahmed's sister has alleged that the administration was lax in tracing him.
इनकी जिम्मेदारी बनती है, ये कैसे कह सकते हैं कि कहीं कुछ हो रहा है हमारी जिम्मेदारी नहीं है। उस आदमी ने कहा कि हमारी जिम्मेदारी नहीं है अगर कहीं और कुछ हो रहा है किसी और डिपार्टमेंट में।
As the standoff escalated, the centre waded into the row, condemning the protests while directing the police to expedite the search for the missing student.
JNU जो है एक पढ़ाई करने का एक बहुत बड़ा संस्थान है। कुछ छात्राएं ऐसे हैं जो लगता है पढ़ने के लिए नहीं आए, वो राजनीति करने के लिए आए हैं।
The fresh JNU row after the sedition fight threatens the reputation of one of India's premier-most universities yet again. With Shalini Lobo at JNU, Bureau Report, India Today.
So who's at fault in this case? The ABVP or the Jawaharlal Nehru University Students' Union or the administration? Joining us now is Abhijit Dwivedi. He represents the ABVP at JNU. Dipshita Dhar is a leader of the Students' Federation of India. Welcome to the both of you. I want to ask you, Dipshita, first, because my correspondents were out in JNU. You're seeing those images from last night. You're outside the Vice Chancellor's office. You're blockading him, not allowing him to leave. You're sitting outside his door. The Registrar is complaining he can't celebrate Karwa Chauth with his wife. Now, what kind of student behavior is this? This looks like hooliganism, not the kind of way students ought to be behaving.
No, first of all, we didn't block anything. We sat there and our demand was that if VC wants to go, if Registrar wants to go, we'll let them go. But the thing, if he go, he has to go upon us. We'll sit there till that our demand is not met. You have to understand.
Yeah, that's just as good as saying that you won't allow him to go.
No, we are saying he can go, but we are saying that there are
ridiculous. So let's just be serious here.
No, there are demands. There are basic demands. For 5 days, a student of our university is missing. From the university, not a single thing has been done. We are saying that this man, the missing has a context. The context is that there's a mob, there's a lot of people which has been beating him up, which has been unleashing violence.
Where is the proof of that? The charge is that the student Najeeb Ahmed was beaten up by ABVP activists, and it's after that he went missing. That's your charge.
Exactly.
So how do you prove it?
There are eyewitnesses. Not only the administration, the JNU administration, we have approached to. Even we went to the police. The eyewitnesses went there and filed their FIR, saying we all were there when a mob of ABVP people has beaten him up mercilessly, and after that.
So Abhijit, respond to this, because this happened when Najeeb Ahmed got into an altercation first with a small group of students. Then the charge is an entire much bigger group of ABVP students came, they beat him up, and that's when he went missing. That's a very serious charge against the ABVP.
See, the entire event has to be seen in the evidence is there. The evidence is on whose side? This is a signature. This is what happened on that particular night, on the intervening night of 14 and 15.
Whose letter is this? This is Najeeb Ahmed's letter.
This is the happening which took place at the warden's meeting. Mohit Pandey, the present JNU president, which belongs to ISA, the left, is there, and they have signed. So here it says that the incident of slapping was accepted by the accused, Mr. Najeeb. In front of the senior.
So that's true. They had a fight.
No, because I think, please let me speak. The point is that why did this entire altercation took place? See, first of all,
one second. Whatever altercation they may have happened, and the altercations in schools, universities and colleges, here is a very serious case. Najeeb Ahmed has gone missing. He's been missing for 5 days.
If you give me just 2 minutes, I will explain our position as such. See, it was nothing which was done on behalf of ABVP.
No, did ABVP activists beat up Najeeb Ahmed?
No, we haven't beaten
because the SFI says there are students who are witnesses.
The point is, if all the, at least I have never behave in the. See, the point is that if on that day the altercation took place, Mohit Pandey signed this thing on that very night, and on that day he did not raise the issue that because ABVP has thrashed the students, so the students who have thrashed them have if their point has to be taken into consideration, at that day the decision was taken that the student was to be expelled immediately, and no such action, because there was no such scuffle as such which has taken place on the side of the ABVP.
No, I'm sorry, you can't decide that. That requires for a probe. What were you expecting?
No, this is not us to decide.
Because we spoke to the JNU Vice Chancellor, and he said, I'm doing what I can. The students are acting irresponsibly. All of you are being presented to have acted in a very irresponsible fashion. I've heard you. Just one moment. Let's hear from Dipshita.
The thing is that we have very clear demand. We also understand that it's not the Vice Chancellor who will go and find out where Najeeb is. The duty is primarily on the police. We have approached, we have done a mass protest in front of the police station also, where the police, the respective people
have come in. The Vice Chancellor also said, what do you expect him to do?
Yeah,
He's not going to go out and
there
start
are 3 basic demands. The first demand was the press release what the JNU administration has come up with. There, they did not recognize the fact that there was a mob violence happened. There it was only
but that requires a probe.
So there is no evidence.
For that also we have
said
that there has to be a time-bound inquiry. There has to be a time-bound inquiry. If this person, the person who is said to be accused, the person who has slapped first, if that is also, there has to be inquiry. We are saying there has to be an inquiry, a time-bound inquiry.
Because the way...
And third...
one second, Dipshita. We have to be practical here, right? When there's an inquiry, it takes a certain amount of time.
So we are saying that has to be time-bound. We are saying you say that within 2 days, you are going to complete the all inquiry and you are going to give us
How can an inquiry be completed in 2 days?
For last 3 days, the eyewitnesses from both the sides, not only our side, their sides also, are going to the proctor, meeting the rector and telling their version. We are saying a person is missing for 5 days. This is a very serious thing, and the people who are in Mahimandi who belong from a certain community feel that they are threatened. Feel that if one of our brother can be thrashed like this, the second that can happen to us also.
Qasim, who belongs to ISA and is also a consul at the and the room partner of the guy. The room partner of the guy has this is the letter written by him. This is the letter which he has written to the...
What's he saying?
What he's saying, he's clearly saying that his claims, that is Najeeb Ahmed's all claims of having mentally unsound is false. I request you to take a strict disciplinary action against him and demand him, let me speak please, and him to be kept out of the bound of the hostel. Sir, I myself feel this is necessary because of the inappropriate behavior by him.
But this is not the one letter.
One second. Let's assume 1 second. Now, what are you even talking about, Abhijit? Even if there was some inappropriate behavior, nothing justifies ABVP activists going and beating him up. Nothing justifies his disappearance for 5 days.
Rahul, the point is that if on that particular day, if ABVP has done any violence, at least Mohit Pandey, when has signed that, he would have written that this kind of violence has taken place.
Mohit
If Mohammed Qasim, who belongs to ISA, has done that particular thing, he would have written that ABVP has done violence.
Earlier president of the Mahiman.
You know, one second. Time out, guys. Time out, guys. I want to put this in context for our viewers. There's no way I can decide, or anybody watching this can decide whether the left is right or the right is right. What is required is that there be a proper probe, that the police get involved. And you can't ask, Dipshita, that the probe be completed in 2 days. That's totally impractical. You have to.
For 4 days, last 4 days, people are going, the witnesses are going and saying what their versions are. We are saying you can take 2 days and complete the probe with the urgency. When the high level,
a certain amount of urgency is required. Okay, what's required really is a proper, thorough, impartial probe. I think that is key, and I'm going to leave it there.
There is no role of ABVP as such in
No, that needs to be established through an investigation.
Mohit Pandey, who is the president.
I've heard that, but that's something that needs to be established. There are witnesses who are saying, the opposite. Okay, let there be a probe. No, we can't have this tutu meme and decide. Okay, thanks guys. Very nice having the both of you on the newsroom. Thank you very much. I'm slipping into a quick break. I hope that there is a proper probe. That is what is required. Otherwise, there'll just be two sides saying the opposite thing. Who knows who's lying, who's telling the truth? We're slipping into a break. We have a lot more when we come back.